recorded from my lanyard. I'm going to tilt the camera a little downward so you can see better my environment. My neck, wallet, phone, and badge holding lanyard is also recording the video. Let me summarize what I've done before, which is a message from Google Voice. And I'm going to mark the message: your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days unless you make an outbound call. So I made an outbound call and I recorded it with my MSN Recorder Max, my video date-time.mpeg, and stored it on this video file. And then I went to Google Voice and created a folder that lists the content of what I've done, which is basically marked by X and space, and then the path, the C:\user and so on, all the way to Google Voice, which is a subfolder to record my Google Voice status. Then the Google Voice number, usabacktest.co, and the information that it will not expire in 30 days. And I made an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT to test the quality of ChatGPT. And now I'm starting another cycle, marking it with open brace and close brace to mark the beginning at the end. And in the middle I have the video file name of the current issue. So to see the current issue properly, I listed the video file name at the top, and I have currently 3 recordings going all at the same time. Let's review it again, starting with Cyberlink UCam, and I'm going to start recording from it. Here is the bottom record button. Stop capturing video. Since the video is already recorded 2 minutes, here is another recording which is also going on. As you can see, the rec flash button, that was 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And finally, the recording from MSN Recorder Max. Okay, to that I want to add, and also I have the recording from my lanyard, so I'm going to change the orientation of one of the cameras a little bit so you can see better my face and my hat, which also represents the idea of a URL tail. In other words, it's a URL that is also a telephone number. As you can see, it spells the word run.sco.info and 7364. Okay. Now I want to add to that message another recording system, which is Bizarre Problem Step Recorder, and see if it is ready to start recording. And as you can see, it says not responding. When it does not respond properly, the way to deal with that is a program that comes with Windows 10, which is not so stable and occasionally does not respond. So when you have a situation like that and it keeps not responding for a while, the best thing to do is X out of it, means closing it. So I click the X, and I'm waiting for it to close. And then when it doesn't close right away, you can click the X a couple more times and hope that it will close. And then it's closed properly. Now I reopen it and hope that it will start working. So I'm going to double click the icon, and here it is. I'm going to select the settings and make sure that I reset it from the default of 25 screens to more screens, but it doesn't seem to be responding well. So click it again and upgrade it from 25, the default, to 999. So I enter 999, 3 nines in a row, making it 999, and then click OK. And now I'm ready to start it again. And I'm going to add a comment, so I'm going to press the Add Comment button on PSR, Problem Step Recorder, where it says Step Recorder Recording Now. Suspend the recording and paste the video file name from MSN Recorder Max and click OK with the screenshot of the notepad. So now I'm proceeding to add another recording device. So far I have 4 recording devices. What are the 4 recording devices? Number 1, MSN Recorder Max. Number 2, Webcam Max, the trial version. And number 3 is Cyberlink UCam, the free version. Finally, number 4 is PSR.exe, and I'm going to add another cloud recording from Loom. So I'm going to double click this Loom icon and wait for the Loom to appear. And now that Loom appeared, I'm going to start recording from Loom. So that will be 5 different recording devices internal to the computer, plus number 6. So this is a total of 6 recording devices, which is my neck, wallet, phone, and badge holding lanyard, which is recording from my phone in the lanyard. So to zoom in a little bit with one of the cameras, you can see my chest and my phone in my chest. I'm going to aim it again at my face. Okay, and now I'm going to click the Start Recording button that will start the counter of Loom. And now it is set to 2 seconds already. At this point, I'm ready to go to my email client to look for another Google Voice message. So here is the security alert from Google Voice, which I want to delete, and another security alert from Voice that I'm going to delete. So I'm selecting the delete button. Then there is another message which I'm going to open now. USA names us. So I want to copy to the clipboard buffer. See if I can mark it first, and then right mouse click and copy to the clipboard buffer and paste it in my notes. Right underneath the video file name, edit, paste, and that is the next topic that I want to deal with. So now that I copied it to my notepad, I can delete this message from my email client and proceed to try to log into this new username, which is USA's name us. Copy to the clipboard buffer, and then navigate the browser to another mail client and navigate from this mail client to the new client, which is USA name us. So I'm going to make the screen larger so it is more visible what I'm doing. I'm going to navigate to the bottom, select add another account, and then navigate to the bottom again and click use another account, and then paste the new account, USA name us, and next, and now enter the password and next. And now that I'm logged in, I don't want to do anything else that is suggested by Google. Complete a few suggestions to get the most out. And what are the suggestions? Add the home address, add the profile picture, and sign up to get useful tips. I don't want to do any of them now, so I select not now. And in so doing, I automatically navigate to a Google Voice. At this point, I'd like to restore down the browser and select the topic that I want to use next, which is make an outbound call to ChatGPT. So I'm going to mark ChatGPT, hold down the Shift key, select the right arrow key to navigate all the way to the end, and then edit, copy, and paste it on the browser where it says enter the name or number. Paste, and notice how the cursor to the right turns from grayed out to blue. That means that it can make an outbound call. So I make an outbound call to comply with the message from Google that says your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days, because I don't want it to expire in 30 days. So now I want to make an outbound call that will show up on the list like the previous time I called, the number 640 225 5726, which was a call that I made in November 22nd, 2024. And now it is already January, so this is about a couple of months ago. So every 2-3 months, you have to make an outbound call to retain the number according to the Google specifications. So I'm going to call this 800 ChatGPT and converse with the ChatGPT to see how effective is ChatGPT in interpreting names. I make an outbound call to ChatGPT. I click on this icon and notice as soon as I focus the cursor on the phone icon, an icon with a picture of a blue, white on blue icon, it will dial 800 ChatGPT, and Google Voice will convert the ChatGPT letters to their number equivalent based on the American dial pad. Let's try it and see how it works.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me by telling me what this name means.
My
USA's?
guidelines won't let me help with that. Can I help you with something else?
Yes.
Which name you're... Great. Could you please repeat the name you'd like to know the meaning of?
Yes, the name is USA's Name Us. What is this
USA.
name? What does it mean? USA's with an S. USAS Name Us.
Got it. USAF stands for the United States Air Force. It's the Aerial and Space Warfare Service branch of the United States Armed Forces.
No,
Anything else?
no, this is incorrect. Let me say it again and spell it after every part of the name. The first name is USA's with an S at the end. In other words, USAS. USA's.
Got it.
The second word, what is the first name? USA's.
Okay, I think I've got it now. The acronym USAS might not be widely recognized. Could you provide more details or context about where you encountered it?
Yes, it was an email address that starts with the four letters USA's Name Us. It is a combination of three words concatenated into one name. The first name is USA with an S, USA's. The second one is name, and the third one is us, or US. Altogether, it is USA's Name Us.
Ah, got it. USAS name US seems like a creative or unique way to combine words, possibly in an email address or username. It sounds like a combination of USA, name, and US. It's probably meant to be distinctive or memorable. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. What do you think it represents?
It could potentially stand for a few things, but without more context, it's hard to say for sure. The USA part is clear, referring to the United States of America. Name Us might imply something related to naming within the US, or a play on words, perhaps a service or brand name. Without knowing more, it's a bit of a mystery. What do you think it could represent?
It represents an organization in the USA that is providing a naming service. USA's Name Us is providing an organizational services to name organizational people.
Ah, I see. So USAS Name US might be an organization in the USA that provides naming services, possibly for businesses or products. That makes sense. Would you like more information on naming services?
Yes, not only a product or organization, but also other naming services such as domain names, websites, and various other names that are not necessarily just an organization or a service, like domain name, for example.
I see. So USAS Name US could be a service in the USA that helps with naming not just organizations, but also things like domain names and websites. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks for clarifying.
Yes, in addition to that, it can also be a combination of a domain name plus a domain name extension. In that way, USA's name is the domain name and period US is the domain name extension. What do you think about that?
That's an interesting and creative idea. Using USAS name as a domain name with .us as the domain extension could make a memorable web address, especially for a service focused on naming in the US. It cleverly combines the concept and the location. What a neat concept.
Yes, so that is what it may mean. And Google Voice is sending a message saying that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days unless you make an outbound call. So the thing that I want to do is make an outbound call to comply with the Google Voice requirement. So the Google Voice number will not expire in 30 days.
That makes sense. Making an outbound call with your Google Voice number should prevent it from expiring. It's a simple way to keep your number active. Just make sure to place that call within the next 30 days. Would you like any tips on how to make that call?
Yes, give me some tips about it.
Sure thing. First, open the Google Voice app or website. Then, select the dialer and enter the number you want to call, including the country code if it's an international call. Once you've entered the number, just press the call button and you're all set. Remember to complete the call to ensure your number stays active. Easy enough, right?
Yes. So I want to make an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT. What do you think?
Sounds like a fun number to call. Making an outbound call to 1-800-CHAT-GPT would definitely fulfill the requirement to keep your Google Voice number active. Plus, it has a nice ring to it. Go ahead and give it a try.
What do you think is that number? What does it mean? And what is this? If it provides any service, what is the service that it provides? 800 Chat GPT.
The number 1-800-CHAT-GPT seems like a playful nod to my name, ChatGPT. It's not a real phone number that I know of, but if it were, it might offer some kind of automated assistance or chatbot service over the phone. It seems like a fun and creative way to brand a helpline or informational line. If it existed, it could provide various services, but it's likely just a clever fictional example.
Okay, so I'm going to make an outbound call to that number. Actually, I'm in it already for 7 minutes, so I complied with the Google requirements, and that was good enough. Thank you for now. Bye now.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Bye now.
Okay, notice how the number 800-242-8478 has been displayed with the time of 8:01 a.m., the time of the outbound call, and that complies with the Google voice requirement. So at the present time, I formed the file name. I'm going to insert an open paren before the U and a closed paren after the A. That marks the area code of USA Name Us, which is equivalent to 872-762-6387. And the message that includes the video file name that I'm making right now, in addition to that, will not expire in 30 days, and then the outbound number that I called 800 Chat GPT. Together it formed the complete file name, and then I would like to insert it into my Google Voice subfolder so I can have a record of what I've done. So I marked the C colon, or the C, the hard drive that I have on this computer, and scroll down all the way to the backslash, and then go select the edit and copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it at the first position of my newly created file name. So I'm going to go edit, paste, and now I have a complete file name that I can store in my Google Voice subfolder. So I place the cursor at the C at the beginning of the string, which is the insertion point, and then go edit, paste, and I pasted the Google Voice subfolder off of my documents subfolder. And then I'm ready to mark the entire string from beginning to end, and then edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then file, save as. File, save as, and then I'm going to paste the new string and hit the enter key, or press the enter key to save it. It says the file name is not valid, so I click OK, and I want to look at the file name and see what is the problem. The problem is that I repeated by accident the file name twice. So I'm going to scroll back to delete part of it, and let's see if this is correct. I'm going to copy to the clipboard buffer again and hope that I got it right this time. Copy to the clipboard buffer, then select save, and now it worked. So I saved it to my Google Voice subfolder off of the document subfolder. For that reason, I'm going to insert an X and a space in front of the drive letter. So it reads X space C:/ to indicate that I've saved it. And now I'm ready to upload this subfolder into my Google Drive. So I'm going to go back to the account to verify that it still is USA's Name Us. And then I'm going to the Google Apps, the waffle, and click it to scroll down to the Google Drive. At this point, I'm in the Google Drive, but I was hoping to see the plus sign, and I don't see it, so it didn't navigate properly to the right place. So I'm clicking on the drive again and hoping that this time I will get it right, which I did. So I'm selecting the plus new to indicate that this is a new folder, and now I'm going to navigate with a down arrow to the folder upload, and then press the enter return key on my keyboard so I can enter the file name. My picture is hiding it, so I'm going to drag it to the away from the input field, then paste the name, the string, which includes extra information that I don't want to have. So I'm going to press the backspace all the way to the left, the first backslash. So what I retain will be only the Google Voice path. And then I'm going to press the enter or return key to execute the upload, which is the default. And now it came back with Google folder Google Voice and the upload button again, so I pressed the return and enter one more time. And now it came up with a question. Upload 332 files to this site. This will upload all files from Google Voice. Only do this if you trust the site, which I do. So I'm going to place my mouse on the upload button, and notice that it changes from an up finger, a hand with a pointing finger, to an up arrow, and then click it to upload the file. On the bottom it says starting upload. And then it asks me a question concerning my upload, whether I want to replace existing folder or to keep both folders, and I want to keep both folders. So I selected keep both folders, and then click upload yet again, and let it start uploading, and then it says 338. So I'm going to restore down and write the number 338 on my notes. 338, and I can also put the 89 of 338. So 89 of 338. So it continues to upload the files, and as it does that, I want to save it yet with another file name. The other file name will be USA's name us. So I'm going to go to File, Save As, and try to navigate to the proper file name. And to do that, I need to move my image yet again to another location so it's not hiding the document subfolder. Then expand the document subfolder and navigate up to USA's name us. I'm going to drag the bottom to the top, and I'm looking for the letter U, which is after the letter P. So after the letter S and before W. So I'm going to navigate upwards to the letter USA, TUV, and here is USA. I want to get S and then a name. So USA, here is USA's name us and equal, and another USA name us with an @ sign, so I want to choose it as a prefix, and then copy to the clipboard buffer. Before I do that, I want to drag the image of my name again away. So I mark the path and copy to the clipboard buffer, then navigate to the file name field at the bottom, mark it once, and navigate all the way to the first position in the file name field. And then I want to paste it right there. So I right mouse click it and click the paste command, followed by a backslash, and now I got a complete string that includes the path to the USA's name us subfolder, prefix, followed by a separator of a slash, and then the file name. Then I review again by clicking the file name, the path at the top, and then the file name field at the bottom, right mouse click, and copy to the clipboard buffer. At this point, I'm ready to save it, so I'm placing the cursor on the save button and click it. Select it, and it seems like it saved it, so then I go to edit and paste it in my notes. And a couple of enters to make some space. And then I want to upload that new file into the Google Drive. So I'm going to click on the plus new on the browser on the left hand side of the screen and open the submenu, and then hit the down arrow a couple of times to navigate, first of all to file upload and then folder upload, which is what I want to select. So now that I marked it on the screen, I'm going to press enter, and that will prompt me with the folder path. So I'm going to place the cursor on it, select, click on the on the right mouse button and then select the paste with the left mouse button to paste in the string. Now this string contains also the file name, which I don't want because I want to upload the entire subfolder, which may have more than one file. So I'm going to backspace all the way to the first backslash and then press the enter key once and press the enter key twice to get the command upload 4 files to this site. Then I click the upload button once, select keep both folders because I do not want to replace the existing folder, and then select with the left mouse click the upload button again. And now I hope to see how many folders it says that it is uploading. It looks like it is 4 folders. Let's maximize the string. Yes, 404. Minimize it again, and then I can put the note 404. Means uploaded 4 of 4 files. And now by that doing, I finished my compliance. So I'm going to save the file again, file, save again. And now I want to navigate, open up the full screen again and navigate to the Gmail. So I'm clicking on the waffle to go to the Gmail email client and see if there are any outdated messages there. And I found a couple of outdated messages. One is a security alert, and another one that the Google Voice will expire within 30 days, both of which are no longer relevant since I know that I created a security alert, which is fine, and the Google Voice number will not expire. So I'm selecting all of the above for deletion, and then I click on left mouse click on the delete button to clear the email messages that are no longer relevant. And now I want to restore down for maximize, and I basically finished this part of the compliance with Google. So I'm going to go to file and save again. At this time I'm done. So I'm going to play back. This was about 30 minutes. I'm going to play back, stop the Loom, grab the Loom URL and copy to the clipboard, and try to play it back to hear the quality of the Loom recording. Since it is busy working, I'm going to just restore down and then paste it in my notes, edit, paste, and file, save, and then add a comment to Pizarro problem step recorder. So I'm clicking that button and paste that URL in my notes and click again OK. At this point I want to go to edit and select all the folders and edit, copy them to the clipboard buffer. So edit, copy, then maximize the screen again and play it back to see the quality of the recording to make sure that it worked. Okay, that was pretty good. So now I stopped it and I want to add a comment to my Loom recording. So I'm going to click the comment button and then right mouse click and paste my notes as a comment, then drag it down to the summary field and click the button add a summary. Right mouse click and paste again my notes as a summary. So I have my notes twice, one time as a comment and one time as a summary. And then I want to add chapters. So I click the plus add chapters button and I select the default 3 chapters. Chapter 1 at the 000 point, chapter 2 at 0.20 seconds, and chapter 3 at 0.30 seconds. That's good enough. And then I click save and scroll down to the last item, which is add tags. I click add tags and I start with Gina, in, inspection, site, remote, plane, lanyard, intelligence, click add chapters again. Oops, I didn't want add chapters. I wanted to look at all the tags and then proceed to the next thing. So I'm going to minimize it here. I'm going to drag the browser to the side. At this point, I want to stop the recording on Cyber